Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So Andre Berto says Errol Spence is hungry. Errol Spence ain't hungry. That nigga is starving. He man down strap season. I don't know what other hashtag he got. He wants this belt so bad. He wants to make claim of the 147-pound division almost as bad as he wants to breathe. I'm told you I'm definitely looking forward to May 27th. It is, and we just got to sit back and wait. Um, we only can guesstimate the potential of Errol Spence. We don't really, really, really know the greatness he can be. He he can become. Maybe he exceeds our expectations. But until Mike Tyson said, until you get hit, everyone got a plan. So they get hit in the mouth. Does he free? I I genuinely don't know. What happens? He gets hit with a straight right hand that staggers him, and 30,000 people. He can't hear it. He won't be able to hear his corner. On the opposite side of the ring, it's going to them. And the reason why you say he might be, no, because of them damn drums, because of them damn, I don't know what they use, tambourine. I don't know what they use over there, but whatever they use, it will be magnified times 5 or maybe 10. So Andre Berto says he's hungry. He ain't hungry. He's starving. He wants to prove to he believes it himself. He wants to prove it to the rest of the world that he has arrived. 2017, maybe to 2022, 23, it's all about Errol Spence and his reign at 147. So we'll sit back and see. Um, we'll have to sit back and see and see what he does May 27th, because as much as we say we believe in Errol Spence, if you're not in his camp, you have some doubt. You know, uh, I don't know how big the doubt is, but even if you're 100% rooting for Errol Spence as I am, you still have some doubt. So uh, it's kind of like uh, remember Butler a few years ago when they just kept on winning the tournament back to back years? There were 2 or 3 games. I'm guaranteed that the expert says there's no way. I don't know. I'm not looking at the brackets right now, but there's no way they can win this game. And then they upset another major, and now Butler gets to the Sweet 16, or they're going to lose in the Sweet 16. They're going to lose in the Elite Eight. They're going to lose in the Final Four. And next thing you know, they're in the championship. Same thing with Gonzaga this year. Gonzaga is a mid-major. The reason why I still believe Gonzaga is a mid-major, because they're in a mid-major conference. They're guaranteed to win their conference probably 9 out of 10 seasons, depending on how St. Mary's do. So um, until you get punched in the mouth, can you withstand it? There's 6 rounds in a tournament. Errol Spence has to withstand it for 12 rounds. Can you get hit in the punt? Can you get punched in the mouth for 12 rounds straight and survive? Gonzaga almost did it. They almost did it. They did it for 5 rounds. And because North Carolina is a major team and has 5-star recruits at every position, they went on and won a national championship. Now, is Errol Spence a mid-major or a major? By my looks, he's at least a great mid-major conference. I hope you guys are getting my basketball analogy. I'm not sure. Hopefully, you guys understand March Madness and how it works. Or, was it 20 years ago when Duke beat UNLV? Will Errol Spence beat Duke? UNLV looked unbeatable. Or is he UNLV? So we just got to sit back and see, man. We have so many examples of this in sports where um, that guy shows up and proves who he say he is. Or does it take him time? Remember, Kobe Bryant airballed 3 times in 1997. He airballed 3 shots as a rookie against the Utah Jazz. And then he went on to prove that the next years to follow, he went on to prove that he quite possibly is the second, third, maybe fourth best uh, shooting guard to ever play the game. You notice I didn't even acknowledge that he could be number one, potentially be number one, if you guys know what I'm saying. So, uh, and that's who Errol Spence is, or it could be. We don't know. Does he have to fall to realize how great he can become because he maybe has too much confidence over preparation? I don't know, because Kobe Bryant realized that 82 games was a marathon and he needed to get stronger. Just as Michael Jordan realized he needed to get stronger to get past the Detroit Pistons. Does Derek James and Errol Spence have the true game plan to get past an elite 147-pound guy? Because I don't care what you guys say about not Errol Spence. What's the kid's name? Chris Algieri. At best, he's a C fighter. As I said on Dante's radio show, he is a blown up, good looking 6'1" white guy that had great timing. In terms of boxing, and we built him, and we perceived him to be a hell of a fighter. He was 19-0 against opponents we have never heard of before. For the most part, and then he walked on and against Provodnikov. And because we're American, this great American-looking kid, we all fell into it, and we believe Chris Algieri was a hell of a fighter, and then Manny Pacquiao did whatever he wanted to do in that fight. If Manny Pacquiao wanted to stop him, he could have stopped him. But keep in mind, he has Marquez in his rearview mirror, and he was going in to stop Marquez and got knocked out. So, so we don't know, does Pacquiao had that kill instinct? Freddie Roach even admitted after he really, really got gun-ho about Jesus, his kill instinct kind of dissipated. So, and then he got Amir Khan, and then he got whitewashed by, he got finished off by Errol Spence. So we got to sit back and see, guys. I'm excited to see how he looks in the ring. I'm truly, truly excited. It's kind of like we're all waiting on Lonzo Ball to go to the NBA. Is he really that good? Or is NCAA basketball watered down because so many kids leave early to go to the NBA? We got to sit back and see, guys. So anyways, Barbershop Conversations. Good luck, Errol Spence. My videos will be pretty straightforward and rough towards you because I'm hoping that you listen to them. And I'm hoping that you take heed to the details into winning this fight. I hope your sparrings are tough. Hopefully you got some former world champions in there pushing you and pushing you and pushing you. And not only pushing you, you take time to listen to them. When you're after the sparring sessions or before sparring sessions, because they obviously because your sparring partners become your brothers for 3 weeks. Like your annoying little brother, right? You know what I mean? So, anyways, Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Good luck, Errol Spence. And we got to sit back and see. May 27th, this be the one time as a Giants fan, as a New York everything fan, that I will be going 100% for a native guy from Texas. Dallas for that matter. That don't even make sense in my eyes. It's kind of like me rooting for out of Boston. It just, I don't like it. And be honest with you, Dallas and Boston are the only two major cities in America that I have yet to go to. I had tickets to the NBA Finals when the Lakers played Boston. I was in Virginia, and I didn't go because I hate Boston that much. My grandfather put it in me, man. Like, we don't like these guys, from Wade Boggs when I first started watching baseball, and then the Larry Bird era. I hated the Red Sox as a little kid because of my grandfather's love for the Yankees and the hate for Wade Boggs and Roger Clemens and then we move over, Carl Yastrzemski and all these guys. Now you move over to basketball. I moved to LA, and you naturally become a Laker fan because it's so much fun. They're the sexiest team in America. I don't know what sport, and they hate the Boston Celtics. And I'm black, and Boston's symbolically white. I have no choice but to hate Boston. So on all fronts, I hate Boston. You know what I'm saying? And I hated Dallas because Joe Morris, man, I'm taking you guys back. I'm a diehard Giants fan, man. We never really got over the hump as related to the Dallas Cowboys, in the early 80s when Joe Morris was our running back. We ended up winning with Otis Anderson as our running back. That's the first championship I saw, I believe. Um, and so Danny White era. Oh man, Tom Landry, all them guys. I hated them, man. Ed Too Tall Jones. I hated them guys. I'm sorry I'm giving you guys an anthropology about sports, but so Errol Spence. So as a native New Yorker, I'm telling you, I am rooting for you, and a piece of me don't like the fact that you're from Dallas, Texas. I'll be candidly honest. When I saw Charlo against J-Rock, I swear to God, that shit said Dallas, Texas. I said, I ain't rooting for this guy. You know what I mean? I'm just that way, man. Anything out of Dallas, it just bothers me. You know what I mean? Just so, anyways, man. Barbershop conversations. Enjoy your Wednesday afternoon. Good luck, Errol Spence. Cross every T and dot every I, Errol Spence. Please do it. You're going into a strange land and you don't speak their language, you don't eat their food, and you don't live like them. All right? So make sure you create your bubble for the 2 weeks that you're over there. Create your bubble. Don't let anything infiltrate your bubble while you're over there. Nothing. You're literally going to war with the soldiers you come with. Nobody are your allies. You know what I mean? Just like I was a history major in college, just like the Vietnam War, where they would inject these women with diseases, and these women would go and have sex with all these American soldiers and zap them with whatever they infected them with. They would put razor blades in their vaginas. You understand what I'm saying? So no one is your friend. Whoever gets on the helicopter with you, gets off the helicopter with you, and gets back on the helicopter with you. You have to be, and understand this from an intellectual perspective and from a metaphysical perspective. Errol Spence, I'm uncertain if you're going to get a chance to listen to this video, but you are the first person to get off the helicopter, and you're the last one to get on the helicopter. That way you see what's coming, and you see what's going. You see who really, really, who got your back. And I'm sorry I'm using these war analogies, and I know some military personnel may get insensitive when I say it, but for the sake of this video, we go into war. And I say we because I'm rooting for Errol Spence. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I thank Andre Berto for getting me inspired about this. So he ain't hungry. Errol Spence is starving. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.